And he did through camp, and then he got slaughtered in week 1, tried to give him a chance, didn't work out. Elton Jenkins came in and held Linval Joseph to nothing.
Dude, that's the thing that bothers me when this gets talked about and gets brought up. Everybody keeps saying, well, he won the job. No, he didn't. You cannot win a job from somebody else where you are both playing first-string players, second-string players, and third-string players. And you're not even graded in the top 100 as an offensive lineman, and the kid you're competing with is graded number 1. I don't know in what fallacy these people think, and then the words he actually won the job never came out of LaFleur's mouth. His statement before, when announcing Taylor was going to start, was all about him being familiar with the environment, him being familiar with the other linemen, a veteran presence. But the words he beat out Elton Jenkins never seeped out of LaFleur's mouth. And that's why I got upset, because it was so clear the gap between these two's actual play on the field was evident. People, it wasn't just us, Dave. Bigwigs were starting to notice it and say, Taylor's probably going to be out of town. They were there, and it didn't end up happening, but they were starting to pick up on that stuff because it was so easily seen when you just watched the games and you focused on those two playing. And then it happened first series of the game, third down, he got his ass kicked. And it just started to happen over and over again. And then what happens? It happens again in week 2, and they're enough, and the kid comes in, and not only does he not get pushed backwards, but he takes a hell of a player in Linval Joseph and drives him 5 yards deep back into the damn. Yep. Come on now, people. I'm not pissed or nothing. I'm just excited, but it's like, come on now.
Just think of what the score could have been with Jenkins in there just being a factor, because you wouldn't have had Floyd, you wouldn't have Robertson Harris, you wouldn't have had Nichols, you wouldn't have had any of these defensive tackles that kicks Goldman over Elton Jenkins and treated him the way they treated Lane Taylor. There's no way
you notice
can
that
convince
all
me.
of a sudden
Yeah.
Turner was doing a hell of a lot better suddenly when Jenkins got in?
Hell yeah.
So the people out there that wanted to dismiss Dave's earlier tweets from the week before, that part of Turner's problem is it's really hard to do your job when the guy 2 positions across from you is getting his ass kicked all the time, and you got that on your mind too. It becomes a damn opening of floodgates. An offensive line is a dam. If you end up with a crack in the dam, guess what happens? The whole dam comes crumbling down, right? And all the water flows. Doesn't matter how good the rest of it's set up. That's what an offensive line is, people. One big crack like that, and everybody's going to suffer. And David Bakhtiari had 2 holdings and a gave-up sack. When's the last time? Tell me when the last game he had with those type of penalties and sack give-up. I'll wait, because I'm not sure you can find one anytime since maybe his rookie year, second year.
Yeah, there's not many.
And he was all-pro first-team left tackle, which means he was voted the best left tackle in the entire NFL last year, because he doesn't do crap like that. I'm just saying. Again, I'm not mad. I'm just excited because it's like it's a blessing in disguise, because you just don't realize how good this kid really is going to help this offensive line. And I think it's going to really help unlock this offense as a whole. Because once Rodgers is comfortable, y'all close your eyes. Remember the last time that Aaron Rodgers was comfortable in the pocket? where he could dance in the pocket, move around, and fake people out. And we would be sitting there watching games going, 9-1,000. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, or the 2016 wild card game against the Giants. There was 3 plays in that game where he had 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds in the pocket.
There was 3 plays, 12+ seconds. 3 plays.
Y'all, now open your eyes back up, because that's the type of Aaron Rodgers, if he has a good offensive line, even at this age, you're going to get. With all this,
especially play action.
Stuff.
They can. That line we have now with Jenkins in, it's going to hold its own.
All right.
Getting
off track. Rabbit holes.
Anyways, I do have an update, folks. Our guest, Chad Jensen, just messaged me while on air. He's going to be a little late tonight. He's going to jump on here in about 40 minutes with us because of the fact that he had a truck issue on the way home, and he is at least letting us know he still wants to come on, but He just had a little bit of auto trouble, folks. He still wants to give us the preview.
Well, I think we can talk for a while.
Oh, we're great at talking. I don't know if they want to hear us talk, but we're great at talking. Well, you know what, though?
Now we can
I'm going to bring
back
this
down
up.
the rabbit holes now, because now I don't feel
Well,
bad.
oh, no, I got some rabbit holes. Actually, as on NFL Network, I always turn on NFL Network whenever I do the shows. Guess what's on, Jay?
Oh, I'm watching it right now. It's the Vikings-Packer game.
Yeah, I found that very, very hilarious because of the fact, as soon as I turned it on, it was the Aaron Jones touchdown with Elton Jenkins.
I noticed that too, yeah, and we were just talking about it. I peeked back over.
It was meant to be. So, yeah, okay, guys. I watched Kirk Cousins' press conference today, and he made a comment. They asked him, well, how'd you feel about your performance Sunday? He said, no, I won't be in the league much longer if I keep performing like I did Sunday. Well, folks, Kirk Cousins has been in this league a while now. Vikings gave him 100% guaranteed, and he's played like that his whole career. So that statement is false. Like, apparently you can go 4-26 against winning teams and get paid 100% guaranteed. I mean, if that's the case, I'm pretty sure I can win 4 out of the 30 games. Give me 100% guaranteed. Any NFL team. Jay, how do you feel about? Huh?
I said I was zoned out. I'm sorry. I was reading Chad's message.
Jerk!
I was reading Chad's message, even though you read it on air.
I already updated you.
I can't help it. I have a compulsion.
Anyways,
okay, my phone did.
I had to
look at it.
I was saying Kirk Cousins made a comment in this press conference I was watching today.
That part,
Someone asked, how did you feel about your performance in Sunday's game? He said, if I keep playing like that, like I did last Sunday, I won't be in the league much longer.
Well, that's bullshit. His lie. He played like that.
He's done that his whole career.
I've been telling people, Kirk Cousins, do you want to know what type of quarterback and how to judge Kirk Cousins? It's very easy.
He's a younger Matthew Stafford.
No. Stop it, because that's disrespectful to Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's
I will be overrated.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I would take Matt Stafford 3 times and twice on Sundays over Kirk Cousins. I wouldn't
take neither. I would draft one.
rather get shot in the foot and lose my big toe than take Kirk Cousins over Matt Stafford.
Give me a 7th-round pick from Appalachian State at quarterback, and I'll take him over both.
Whatever. I'm saying between the two. You keep trying to add shit because you're always trying to play I win, and I'm sick of it, okay? So that's not what
because option C always exists. It's just not not there, but it always exists.
You can A, B, and C yourself out of this conversation.
Good. I will, and I'm going to take my Appalachian State quarterback from the 7th round over those two booms.
Anyway, I was trying to tell people about how you judge Kirk Cousins. It's very simple. You throw out all the stats. You watch the final 2 minutes of the first half and the final 4 minutes when he has the ball in the fourth quarter. What you will find over and over again is that he fails 99% of the time in those situations. The other frickin' 53 minutes or so, or whatever's left of the game, is where he's compiling all these stats that managers and statisticians and metrics people that use these analytics and want to argue on Twitter about how smart football. Like, if you use analytics to do anything in football and pay people, you will have the league's worst team ever in the history of all football ever. Like, football is the last damn place where decisions should be ever based off anything statistically or analytics. You watch the tape, you watch the games. And I know GMs and front offices do it. I'm not stupid. It's shame on them. And that's why they're horrible run franchises, i.e., I'm not going to mention these people. But you know who they are, fan bases out there. He's just... Look, I don't like to give certain people credit, but the best way I have ever heard in a nutshell to describe Kirk Cousins, God, this is good. Hold on a second. I got to take a drink of some vodka quick. Hold on.
Good Lord.
Skip Bayless. describes him as an underconfident overperformer. And that is the best way in a nutshell to describe Kirk Cousins.
It's odd because Skip Bayless is usually pretty bad at analysis.
I know, but God, it's made my. I told you I needed some vodka before I said that. My mouth's burnt.
That's because you said Skip Bayless with alcohol in your mouth. That's why. That's like if you're like a demon and you touch a cross, you start burning. You say Skip Bayless with alcohol in your mouth, you start burning.
That was vodka, but it was blessed by a nun. So holy alcohol.
Yes, that is the last thing we need to hear tonight, Jay.
It's funny though.
So, breaking news: Packers are expected to sign free agent wide receiver Keon Hatcher. So this guy, he is a big, physical wide receiver. His RAS score is not the best. But he's a very physical receiver, and I watched a little bit of his tape when he played with the Lions for a workout. Or not played, but he had a workout with the Lions. I was interested to see what he was, and his RAS score is at 2.79. And I just saw a tweet that said, please, someone check on Goody. And it kind of makes sense because the RAS scores for Goody is usually up there. So I'm wondering, we saw Jimmy Graham and Geronimo Allison and a bunch of other receivers trying to block off the edge of the line for run plays when they look like pass plays. I'm thinking, what if they sign this guy to basically be an extra offensive lineman because of how well his blocking is for being a wide receiver? It's one of the highest rated on the RAS.
Okay, tell me more on this theory. We have time.
That's what I'm saying. So
no,
you know how we saw Geronimo Allison.
Give me some thought process here. I want to pick your brain a little bit. All right, tell me what you're thinking. Huh?
Jimmy Graham, Geronimo Allison. I tried to watch them block Everson Griffin 3 or 4 times the past Sunday, and it's just a heck no, and no. But the thing is, we don't have a physical receiver of that nature and the size. So this Keon Hatcher has that. He's physical. He's wide as for a receiver. He's kind of like a tight end and a wide receiver built together, but he has a speed of a wide receiver. It's just the fact that he's very physical. So maybe he can help set that extra edge and open different options for the run game.
What if it's not just the run game? What if it's you feel more comfortable throwing bubble screens to Shepard and the new kid that they just picked up?
Yeah, like a hybrid tight end wide receiver blocking. That does. Yeah, I can too. I can see where Goody's going with it.
And I can see where he's going to ignore his normal. Because look, rules are rules, but rules are there's also always exception to the rules, right? So it's not changing how he would normally build the team, but he sees an exception, and maybe this is a coach thing, okay? And I think, you know what hasn't been talked about enough? The reaction after week 1 in the tunnel coming out, the exchange between Goody and LaFleur. They like high-fived, hugged, like that's a couple of guys that are on the same page, that are working together, that are goal, like that's not, you don't, like, dude, come on, like, I'm not trying to be a homer here, like, it caught me off guard, like, what the hell? you don't see that with, like, you just don't, man.
Someone get him an oxygen tank, quick.
I'm dying, man. I had like this sinus thing, and then I went and did that insulation job, dude, and like been dying ever since. I was like a little mouse in there. I was Jay Mouskovich.
Oh, I'm not going to make any small jokes. Dave is not going to make any small jokes. Dave is not going to make any small jokes.
I was swimming in cellulose like Vivo Mouskovich in his second movie.
Nope, not going to make a small joke. Not going to do it. You're not going to bait me into that.
I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Gee, you're drinking too much vodka.
I'm not drinking any vodka. It's freaking cheap Pepsi, cherry Pepsi, okay?
Basically vodka.